The beauty of African woman. The fire crackled low, casting long shadows on the clay walls of the heart. Adisa sat still, her hands trembling over the letter she had just read. How can they ask me to leave everything I built? She whispered to herself, her voice breaking. The world outside was silent, but inside her heart, a storm raged. Adisa was the heart of her village. She was the woman everyone turned to for advice, the healer with remedies that soothed both body and soul, and the mother who raised not only her children but the dreams of an entire community. Yet, here she was, being asked by her husband to give it all up for a life in the city, a life where she would be just a shadow of herself. In the quiet of the night, she thought about what it meant to be a successful African woman. Was it to be the silent backbone of a family, sacrificing her dreams for others? Or was it to stand tall and claim her space, unapologetically? Adisa's mind drifted to her mother, who had taught her that an African woman's strength lies in her balance. You are the tree, Adisa, her mother had said. Your roots hold the family, but your branches must stretch towards the sky. She thought of the qualities she possessed: resilience, wisdom, compassion, and a beauty that radiated from her confidence. Men admired her, not just for her looks but for her courage to dream and act. Yet, those same qualities often intimidated others, leading them to try to dim her light. Adisa knew what she wanted: respect, a partnership built on mutual understanding, and a space where her voice mattered. She needed education, not just for herself but for her children, and access to opportunities that allowed her to grow. She craved a life where she could nurture her community and still chase her dreams. As dawn broke, Adisa folded the letter and made her decision. When her husband arrived to discuss their move, she spoke with a firmness that left no room for doubt. I will not go where my worth is diminished. If you value me, you will support me here. Together, we can build a life that honors us both. Her husband stared at her, stunned by her resolve. But in that moment, he saw what every man craved in an African woman: a partner who knew her worth, stood by her principles, and inspired those around her to be better. Adisa's story became a lesson in the village. It taught the women that success wasn't just about wealth or status, it was about self-worth, purpose, and the courage to demand a life that honored their essence. As the years passed, Adisa thrived, not just as a wife or a mother, but as a leader. She was proof that an African woman didn't need to choose between family and ambition. She could have both if she dared to fight for it. And that, Adisa realized, was the secret, knowing that her worth wasn't negotiable and that the world would bend to the strength of her spirit if only she believed it first. What do you think about the story of Adisa? Kindly give your opinion, especially if you think she made the right decision.